Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. So, late at night, my time, we started having a bit of some stuff happening with Twisty and Manazako from Nijisanji. I'm going to go over everything that we know so far, kind of give you a little bit of a refresher. If you don't know who Twisty Manazako is, she's here. She was one of the people from Danoth, one of those groups inside of Nijisanji EN that were not really supported as much as they should. Ryoma, Clara, and Twisty deserved better than what they got when they originally were a part of the group. Now, Twisty, around, I believe it was November or so of last year, she ended up going on break for reasons because Aster's alleged S-pest type stuff, alleged, S-harassment, that type of stuff that happened. I have to say alleged because legally it still has not been proven in a court of law, even though the court of public opinion has decided, it is what it is, it is actually legit. I kind of agree in that sense, but because there are enough people coming out that have said it, I have received enough information myself to kind of push me towards that direction. But legally, it is to be said that these are all allegations that aren't proven just yet. Here's the things that happened so far. Of course, we know Twisty went with a proverbial match, or, in this case, a very big match, and some lighter fluid, and decided to stoke the flames of what was going on. She did her black screen stream herself on her past, which is now very much known. At this point, I was for a very, 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 very long time preventing it from being known, at least on my end, on my channel. Everyone knows by now that it is Delulu Deliria. The reason why I'm saying their name is because, for all intents and purposes, they have been erased from Nijisanji. They have been erased from everything known to Nijisanji. And that is because she went out with that bombshell stream of that black screen stream that I covered myself, where she put out various things about, her, they offering her money to shut up, a settlement so that she will be quiet and not say anything. They rejected her pleas to graduate. She wanted to graduate since like October of last year of 2024. She wanted to graduate again in February. She kept begging them to graduate. They didn't let her. Also, she begged to come back since they weren't letting her graduate. She begged to come back. They didn't. And then they said, why didn't you ask later? So they have been really mishandling this whole thing, really misdoing a lot of bad things. So that's kind of what we know now. They went over everything, actually gave proof that Aster knew that he was doing bad. So all these things are out there. And the way Nijisanji responded with all the stuff, all the bombshells, everything that happened was, okay, you don't want to be here, we're going to erase you. This is not right. This is not the proper way to do things. This is punishing, in this case, the victim instead of the perpetrator, the alleged perpetrator. So, of course, I'm sorry that I have to say alleged a lot, but it is legally the way that it should be. Although, like I said, court of public opinion, myself included, personally believes that these things happened, but legally, it hasn't been proven, so it's still allegations. So here we have her post being protected, which basically means everything's been removed, privated, etc. She's not allowed to be on there. No one's allowed to see anything unless you followed her before, which I did not. We also have Twisty and Manazako. Everything, every cover, everything has been either privated, deleted, unlisted, what have you. It is gone. Her channel of 54.4k subscribers is, in essence, removed. It's still there because I guess, they want to receive the memberships, etc. from the people who are members there. If you are a member of her community, cancel the membership as soon as you possibly can so that Nijisanji doesn't keep getting your money. And finally, one big thing that I did notice and I was told about yesterday in my community, she has been removed from the roster of talents. As you can see here, everything has been removed from this, including the she did have merch out. Her merch link is now 404. It does not exist anymore. But we know a familiar face here who is being, zoomed in. That familiar face there is the one that should be gone to, but isn't gone at all. Of course, you could say, well, she went out and did all those things. That's why they removed her quickly. That could be from a legal perspective, something like, NDA breach, etc. But I can understand 100% what she's gone through and what has happened. Now, the elephant in the room is something that I do need to cover. She did say some very nasty things, some very discriminatory things in her past, in her recent past, as in like about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, whenever it was, around a year ago, before she fully joined Denoth, and before Denoth had debuted. She had made some very, very discriminatory remarks. Some that, of course, I will not repeat because they are bad. She has accepted herself that they're bad. Of course, two wrongs don't make a right. And of course, she should not be immediately forgotten about. Like the thing she said should not be immediately forgotten about. But also, it should not detract from the fact that, yes, she is a victim. Whether she is the most, a victim that you can really relate to or not, or, can really sympathize 100% with or not because of these other things, that does not matter. What matters is she is a victim of this stuff because, of course, other people have corroborated her evidence, have also corroborated her stories, of course, in an anonymous fashion. She does need to fix her personality. She needs to fix certain things, of course, but right now we're focusing on what has been done to her. Her gen mates, Clara and Roma, are there. Everyone else is there. She is not, as you can see here, moving up and down. These are all the talents of Nijisanji En. And then you have Virtual Real, you have Nijisanji itself, all those, but yeah, she is not in any of them. So this is, of course, like I said, pretty much verification that they are eventually going to put out a statement. They haven't yet. They decided to erase her first, and then they're doing that. So they are pretty much memory holding Twisty. They may never come out with a actual statement. If they don't, then that would be the weirdest way of getting rid of somebody in an agency. But I did want to update you on this, and I do wish the best for her, both in her personal journey to better herself, because she needs that after what I've heard from her saying before. Even if it was in a fit of anger, doesn't need to happen. So she needs to get better in that sense. And she's already streaming on her old PL, and she is going to be going with that. So I do wish her the best of luck in all of her journeys in the self-improvement and other journeys that she has. This did not age very well. This is something that Twisty did near the beginning of her time inside of Nijisanji. I covered it when she originally did it because it was assumed that it was something done because of a League of Legends thing, a League of Legends tier list that was going on, and Twisty was put in that, etc. But I think it was kind of like a joke disguised, something bad disguised as a joke, kind of like a half joke, kind of like half truths in there, because we know that she was not treated very well when she was in the agency. So this is unfortunately something that was done as supposed to try to make it into a joke, because she had that kind of edgy humor and that kind of stuff. But now it is seen as something a bit different in context. Now that we have a lot more context, definitely seems like a cry for help. In a bit of interesting news, interesting to me because this usually does not happen until after someone has graduated, until after someone is out and done and everything. We have Coni Confetti, who of course is going to be graduating along with others in Idol on the 30th of June. She, of course, this is her Twitter. She's been active, promoting the Vtuber fan events, things like that are popping up, all these other recommendation things here. She had, when originally everything was announced an Idol, she couldn't do a graduation announcement stream because she forgot her password. I remember I covered that part. She had forgotten her password because she hadn't been away for so long. That's why I personally have a password keeper, a password, like offline password keeper. I just back it up to the cloud, back up the thingamadoops to the cloud, and make sure that's fine. The offline password keeper is what I use usually. That's usually okay. But for her This password keeper is probably something that she didn't do. Either way, what I'm talking about right now is this extreme step that she took. She removed every single thing, every single live, most of her shorts, except for one of Kyofu all back, most of her videos, except for like a couple of covers, maybe the ones that she wanted more of. Most everything has been removed. And the fact that she does have this live stream here planned and everything gives me an idea that this was her. This is a rat of mine. I think she's done. I think she's just like, all right, going through the motions. She went through the motions a little bit. She has been, according to what I have heard, streaming on her PL already for a while, for a bit now, and I think she is done. It sucks because this leads me to believe that upper management, again, failed the talents. Not lower management. I'm not talking about direct talent managers, not talking about direct managers, because a lot of these girls have mentioned that their managers are great. They haven't mentioned anything about upper management, but upper management is usually the one that has a disconnect and usually tends to fail the talents. Upper management has that disconnect where they're just hearing what the supervisors of the managers are telling them, etc. They're hearing it. They don't know exactly what's exactly going on by the talents. If you don't do like what, for example, Yago does of the tea parties and things like that, you will not know exactly what your talents are doing or talking about or how they feel or anything like that. It feels to me, again, a rat as well, take this as you will, that Brave has not learned from the issues that Idol had in the past under Aviel, where they just were bad. It wasn't good. It was bad enough that some people just left, and other people stopped streaming, and then came back when Brave came back. So that is what I say. I don't blame the talents at all, and I do not blame the lower level managers either. The direct managers, like I said, a lot of them are working their ass off to make sure their talents are good, to make sure their talents are happy, to make sure they can do everything possible to make sure that they have a good time. Now, I don't know if that's true either, but that's the way I think about it. It just seems odd that she deleted everything. Her shorts, her videos, her homepage just has the snowstorm one, and that's it. Just wanted to show you this and wanted to see what you guys think. Let me know below as well. Nimi Nightmare, the lovable tapir dream eater, the Japanese dream eating demon, has of course done something recently, done things that I mentioned before, the 3D and such like that, but this is something a little bit more of a personal project that she seems to be dealing with, which is 10,000 words of vampire fiction. Yippee! First 10K milestone in my book, so she is writing a book. I think I don't know if it was a month ago or a little while ago, she said it was at 6K. She is writing like a beast. There's a long way to go, but I'm motivated. 17 pages, 10,000 words, 56,000 characters, and 46,000 characters, excluding spaces. So of actual word characters, like letters and stuff like that. Letters, commas, etc., periods, etc. 46,000, 10,000 of those being words themselves. So that is nice. That is just a small little bit of success that you're seeing here for her. She's a very motivated person and a very creative person. And I think a lot of people are waiting for the vampire fan fiction that Nimi Nightmare is creating. It's going to sell out. It's probably going to be like a doujinshi type of thing. If it is animated at all or, drawn at all, it may just be like one of those novels. Either way, a Nimi Nightmare novel is something everyone waits for. Holostars JP has had something recently that I am going to be talking about. This is something that has recently popped up for them. They are having a voice resale information. It's basically reselling old voices in commemoration with the collaboration with British Pub Hub. Holostars welcome, or maybe it's a bad translation. I'm thinking maybe it's a bad translation. It's a voice sale. Welcome to the club. Holostars Voice resale begins. Club Holostars look forward to your visit. The sales page is Club Holostars. If it is a resale, there's nothing wrong with that. The people are still getting the money. Like any sales that get done through this is digital sale, of course, so you don't have to worry about tariffs. Any of this kind of stuff does go directly to the talents. They get like their 50% cut or whatever it is that they get for voice packs and things like that. Remember, Hololive Holostars does give better cuts than, let's say, Company A. And you all know what that company is. Holostars multi-ending voice pack, Make Your Story, is also another one that is being sold for $80. They have 12 voices in it. You can see the ones that are mentioned here. These are all Holostars JP folks. So they're resetting both of these voices. And of course, here is the multi-ending situational voice that allows you to enjoy 2 routes, happy ending and bad ending, multi-end voice, make your story as well. Both of those things have been on sale. They are, I mean, depending on the way you see it, it can be a high price, regular price, whatever it is. These are goods that people spent time on. They went, to an actual studio, got it actually mastered. In the end, they got it professionals to deal with any of the audio stuff. They got audio mastered, they got everything like that, so that costs them money, and they have to make it back in some way, shape, or form. So here you go. This is what I wanted to give you guys. An option to maybe, if you wanted to purchase it, of course, it's at the Hololive Productions official shop, as they always are. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? Because I want it to be a positive space for people, a space where people can have fun and, of course, lift each other up instead of trying to tear each other down in, the ways that recently has been happening. So today we're talking about Aurielynn, and of course I do this to try to bring the change that I wish that I had when I was, a much smaller VTuber, of people, helping me out with VTuber showcases and stuff like that. So we're talking about Aurielynn today, who is a flower puppy who loves making people smile. This is, of course, her Twitch here. And, of course, we're going to take a look at something that she has created recently.
As the Australians would do.
No.
It's 9:30. I don't fucking care. It's not tomorrow's need today. I don't give a shit.
So you can stay out. Wait, what time do you get out? Like 5 a.m.?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna get like 5 hours of sleep, but I don't
Dude, go to bed.
And there you go. That is them playing Final Fantasy XIV online, which is still pretty popular as far as I know. So that is them playing that right there for you guys. And of course, when they do have a YouTube channel, I do show their YouTube channel. Aurielynn here, small model reveal. So they did a little bit of a model reveal. Let me check if they have any shorts. Yeah, they have some shorts here and there, unrelated to the VTuber thing, just shorts of little memes there. Of course, thank you so much, Aurielynn, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.